Life can be pretty good up here in the north, and we tend to expect things to move along in the usual way from day to day. But sometimes from out of nowhere, the unexpected hits us. Disasters can strike us anywhere, at any time, and with serious consequences. In the Northwest Territories, what are the hazards we might face?
Flooding,
forest fires,
oil spills,
loss of power,
blizzards,
pandemics, arsenic poisoning,
chemical spills.
What would you do in the event of an emergency? Call the RCMP? Call the fire department? Contact the chief? Get help? What would we need when a disaster strikes?
Water, generator, gas, food.
a radio with batteries,
some form of heat,
medication, extra cash, basically being prepared for the 72 hours, they tell us.
If disaster struck tomorrow, would your community be prepared? Across the world, and here in the Northwest Territories, the frequency of emergency situations has steadily been increasing. There are more people in more places, and therefore a greater risk than ever before. And people are also more dependent than they once were. During a storm, a wood stove meant that meals could still be cooked and rooms kept warm. But that has changed with dependency on electricity, oil, and gas. Many of the systems we now rely on every day are dependent on power lines, technology, satellites, and experts. There are more hazardous materials being transported with more chances for toxic spills and damage to the environment. Life isn't as simple as it once was. The risk of an emergency hitting your community is very real, which is why your community needs to be adequately prepared. Smaller communities in the Northwest Territories may be more at risk than they realize. They likely have fewer resources available. They may also have less experience in dealing with unexpected events which can quickly overwhelm their ability to respond. Being in an isolated location also means it is easier to be cut off from the rest of the territory. Each community is different with its own unique concerns and risks, so it is very important that your community knows how to prepare for and deal with an emergency. It will help you to save lives.